Hey everybody, welcome back to Greatest Good Tarot. Hope you're doing well and keeping out of mischief. That is the important thing here. This is a predictions reading concerning the petitions that are going on. And if you're wondering, like, where's the live stream? Where's it gone? I was enjoying the community that we were building over there, and it was like we were flirting outrageously in the chat and everything. It was gorgeous. Well, don't you fret. It is over on our sister channel, Newswiki. If you go to there will be a link in the description as well. Or you can go to youtube.com/@ newswikiUK, because obviously they've got to be like Twitter, at newswikiUK. It's all over there. People are finding us again. It is all good, just so that we can make space over here to actually get back to what we were supposed to be doing. So, because as some people may know, I followed a nudge, a download, an intuition. It was like, okay, I need to set this up on Sunday. And then before you knew it, it was just like it had taken over everything. And I had no technology to be able to do anything else. Everything was taken up. But now we have the tech. Yes. And it's now going over there. So we can play over here. So this is a prediction. It's like, how are these petitions going to go? What is the situation on the petitions? Can we find out if they will be meaningful for the greatest good for all concerned? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Always be appreciative. Okay. So for the new people, this is just going to be a base layer, and then we'll add up with tarot and other stuff as well. All right? So that, bear with us. Let's get the foundations. Changes are coming. Nice. That's what we want to see. Beautiful, beautiful things. Social media, yes, baby. Sharing it around and that kind of stuff. So I just need to move these a bit closer. The tide is rising. This is Labour. It keeps coming up, where they're drowning on their own silliness and stupidity. They're drowning and they're trying to kick and swim and all that kind of stuff. But it's just, nothing's working. Nothing is moving and all that kind of stuff. Beautiful, beautiful things. Distraction there. They're going to be trying to distract us. It feels like, oh, it's meaningless. The fact, and I said this when we were streaming live, I popped in and said hello and all that kind of stuff, because now Starmer has acknowledged their existence and just fobbed it off as like, working people. We're I've got to say that just to get into the voice. Working people. Cracks me up even now. Working people. If he's so worried about them, you would have thought he'd learn how to speak it. This is not how it works here. It doesn't matter. Blah blah blah. It does, because you've now acknowledged his existence, and people are, his arrogance and his ego just can't handle it. It's like, more people voted against us, and then, so it's blah, blah, blah. Oh, really? Oh, that's how you're fobbing them off. Okay. And in fact, today on Prime Minister Questions, Thingy-Bob, he accused, because that Kimmy, who, for me personally, feels a little bit kind of inexperienced, doesn't really know what she's still doing, brought everything up. And then basically Starmer called every issue that she brought up as like a bandwagon. It's just like, stop jumping on every bandwagon and they focus on policy. They might go somewhere. It's like, oh, so you're fobbing off everybody's opinion. Oh, good. Oh, good. Nice to know where you stand. Housing issues, that keeps coming up. Unexpected result, though. There's something here, like a news report or some form of kind of, this is getting my kind of like OMG, WTF, what kind of thing. And notice where it's landing. Because for the new boys and girls, we always look at where what cards are touching where and stuff like that. This is kind of bubbling away constantly on social media, and obviously people are being have been divided and divided again, but people are finding each other again. That's the beautiful thing about the stream, and that's why we kept on bringing it back. That was the royal we, by the way. That's why we kept bringing it back, because YouTube kept dropping the feed, and so we would have to reconnect again. And another stream started, unfortunately, because that's how YouTube works. We're used to Twitter, where you just reconnect and it just starts exactly where it left off, kind of thing, instead of these new things. Anyway, it's a new thing. We're just learning how the platform works. But people are clubbing together. That was the beautiful thing. People were finding the stream and staying in there for hours, talking to each other and stuff like that, and learning each other and like that sounded sensual. But that was the main goal of, and that's the reason why I kept bringing it back, because the people had a place to talk and have a voice and learn and make connections and things like that. That was the important thing, and that's why it's now over there on Newswiki. And people are now finding it over there. But this unexpected result is just, this is going to burn the house down here. There is the housing issues. There's a few other, this feels like a generic issues though, like multiple different things, the winter fuel thing and the farmers thing and all that kind of stuff. It's just like mounting. But it's a problem to the solutions, unexpected kind of quit or resign or kicked out or something here. The pressure is mounting. Explosive situation. These cards for us, if you're new, are kind of people waking up. Kind of like that aha moment, that light bulb moment. You can't put the genie back in the bottle. There was somebody who mentioned in the chat that they didn't think most people knew that the petitions side of Parliament even existed. Stuff like that. Like, the changes are coming, people. This is it. People are waking up. People are realizing what's going on. And especially for the farming industry, realizing what good deeds they do. I'm sorry, David Tennant from Good Omens came in there. Good deeds. But it's kind of realizing it's all connected. It's all the same policies that are screwing everybody over. And the last card here, support role. People realize that they do have a voice. People realize that there is stuff happening here. So overarching energy, so many people. Exactly. So even though they may not be affected by the industry of the farming industry here, they may not be affected by the housing issues. But it's like, no. This is all, we can put our name down. We can stand up for this. We can do this, that, and the other. And there's too many people. And that's why we're promoting and have been promoting all three petitions, because it's a numbers game. And if all three get decent numbers, then you can't ignore it, right? Because that's the rules of the game, people. Underlying energy, big city. See, this is the thing. And we've been seeing this on the map, the heat map that we've been doing for each petition, is the big city, London, Cambridge, Birmingham, I think was one, Leeds. There are like the big cities are being are just left yellow, which means very little interest, very little people are signing up to it. When you get into the sticks, the rest of the country pretty much is dark red, which is a huge amount of people signing the petition. So it's like it's so many people versus the Metropolitan, rather, that I know it's going back a couple of years, but it's like the metrosexual and all that kind of stuff. Oh, rather, I'm going for latte. Oh, rather, and all that rubbish. While everybody else around them are like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Do you even know what mud is? What are you? Oh, wow. Oh, did you see that? Military plane. This keeps coming up here. There's some sort, and that's the energy of that has changed. It's kind of, I think the distraction will be this increase in purposeful increase by old biddy Biden and stuttering Starmer of increasing what's going on with Ukraine and Russia right now. That change, like the energy of that card has changed into that now, to try and use as a distraction. Try and look over here. This focus on something else, but it ain't gonna work. So let's go and get some tarot out here. Let's have a look. So how's this going to go down, please? What's going to happen here? And for the new boys and girls, the cards of this layer, the base layer, the foundation energy kind of surrounding it all, we put cards on top of it, and then it's the sandwich. It's like this and this, this and this. So we get quite a lot of detail, actually, about what people are thinking and doing and stuff like that. So how's this going to go? Two of Cups. Notice that's on the change. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Changes are coming. Two of Cups. People working together. People are teaming up together. People are, you and me, we're all collaborating and trying to work, like contribute our bit to the pie. Realizing we don't have to all do it together. That's why we're teaming up with the Two of Cups. Ace of Cups on social media. This is being creative, sharing the information, sharing the links and the likes and all that kind of stuff. Collaborating together, following certain people, that kind of thing. Especially on X, because obviously it's not censored over there. Just be careful, because other people are there screenshotting stuff. Labour's card, the water rising. Four of Wands. They're still trying to be in a happy home place. That feels like it's in reverse, though. That kind of uncertainty. It's almost as if people are attacking the castle, and now the castle is crumbling, and now it's like, oh no, what do we do? That feels like it's in its reverse state of the Four of Wands. So instead of community, harmony, everything's bliss, 11/11, Make-A-Wish, celebrations, all that kind of stuff, it's more about uncertainty, issues, problems, transitioning into stuff, kind of losing our grip, losing our foundations, that kind of energy. And then we got the Judgment card. People speaking truth, information, knowledge. That's the main thing. Calling out what they know for sure. Because I keep on saying, you cannot unsee what you have seen. You cannot unhear what you have heard. And this is what people are now standing up. And so no matter how many times stuttering Starmer stands at the dispatch box and doesn't answer a simple question, which is just rude at this point. And yeah, I've got my personal views on that. However, people know, people can see it, and people are not letting it go. Hermit, what's that one? Hermit is on the housing, reflecting about what to do here. Working together, not just as, because obviously it's connected up here. Reflectors like, what can I do? Okay, I can sign a petition, I can share the links, I can get other people to do them and stuff like that. Especially the winter fuel petition, because that's still on like 40,000. You know, everyone pretty much at this point has a connection with an old person who's affected by this. And it's like, how could only 40,000 people? Most people have been saying, well, most people don't know that this petition exists. That's what NewsWiki is doing over there. The links are over there. I've got it here. I'll show it again. Go across to NewsWiki. The link is in the description. Subscribe over there, please. And the links are under the live stream. Okay, all three links for the farmers, the general election, and the not the NewsWiki, the winter fuel allowance. I'm just being distracted by random noise that's just started. And I don't think it's me. No, it stopped again. Oh, good. It's definitely not me. Right. So the Hermit card here is this, what else can I do? What can I manifest in? But here's the sorrow, the heartbreak. The heartbreak is on unexpected results. This is the fobbing it off. Oh, this is not how it works. Oh, this, that, and the other. but it's all about numbers. It's a numbers game. That's how you apply pressure. The pressure is already building. That's why he's acknowledged it, to try and fob it off. Now he's acknowledged it, he's screwed himself over. He should have ignored it. He should have just I don't know what you're talking about. And the whole Labour Party is I don't know what you're talking about, and just try and ignore it. Now they've claimed it. Now the real, this feels almost like nightmare. The nightmare has now started, because now it's almost like a castle built on a foundation of sand. It's now it's eroding away. Now it's like the more people that sign, the more you've got to acknowledge it. The Seven of Swords here on trying to solve the problem. Yeah. Betrayal, deceit, betrayal, lying, scheming, cheating, trying to hoodwink the system and that kind of stuff. It's just everything they're trying to do, Labour at the moment and the government, is just trying to dilute it, dumb it down, whatever. It's just not going to work. Because there's so many people. Too many people are speaking the truth. Too many people are holding them to account. Too many people are boxing them into a corner, and the usual ways of getting out of it ain't working. Yeah? So, the magician kind of putting action in, manifesting work and stuff like that, putting the efforts in. The explosion situation down here. So we're partnering up, we're reflecting on what, personally can we do to contribute to this uprising, this kind of protesting kind of thing. And then the explosion situation is this light bulb moment, the aha moment of putting the action in. Now we've reflected on it. All right, well, as an example, you may be contributing to newswiki.co.uk. You may be kind of sharing the links. Maybe you're telling people down the pub about it, all that kind of stuff. In fact, there was went out with some friends this week, and it's amazing that they had no idea. And admittedly, they don't watch the news and stuff like that. But that's the thing. They had no idea all this was going on, and so they signed the petition right in front of us. We went out for a little meal at a local restaurant-y cafe place, and so they signed it right there in front of us while we were waiting for our meal to come through. And it was like, there you go, that's it. Even the table next door to us were kind of, when you can see people just like leaning over a little bit to try and get as much information as possible. They were doing that as well, and it's like when we were talking about it, it's that kind of thing. People are now using their resources, what they have, like we are, to do the live streams and all that kind of stuff. What you've got, think outside the box and then deploy it. That's what's the magician. 6 of Wands, victory, success, happy days. Oh, this keeps coming up. This is beautiful, because we just keep calling it out, holding people accountable with evidence. That's the thing, with evidence-based stuff. That's why NewsWiki now exists. But this is it. This is the thing. And then the 9 of Wands at the end here. This perseverance with the wounded warrior. This community, everybody clubbing together. It's like, no, this is not what we want. Why aren't you listening? That kind of thing. But it's the victory there. And now it's the courage to hold them to the line. Yeah. Hold them to be accountable, to sort stuff out. Overarching energy, King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is the glorified accountant of the deck for the new boys and girls. Okay, so he's got a glorified Excel spreadsheet in front of him. And instead of money, it's about worth, value. What does that person, thing, place mean to you? The example I always give is about Great Aunt Doris giving you that trinket. Okay, that little thing when you were a kid. To everybody else, it's meaningless. But to you, it's priceless. Yeah, that's what the King of Pentacles is all about. It's like, what is it truly worth? What is the value? What is the thing? Yeah, stuff that money can't buy. Yeah, that's what we're getting here. Underlying energy. The Knight of Swords. I'm translating the wrong word. Needles, swords, blah, blah, blah. So this is the truth, knowledge, wisdom, information rushing in. What we're talking about here. The judgment rushing in. Can't stop it. More and more people holding people account. So that's lovely. I really like that. So what is, for the next deck, the advice for the people watching this? What is the advice for the people for the greatest good for all concerned? How are we going to go through this? Thank you. Always be appreciative. Right. Okay. Hawk Lady. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. There we go. This is what we've built, baby. This is how we're doing it. Hawk Lady, the Nine of Pentacles is, we know it's a falcon. Shh. Stop ruining our fun. This is the vineyard that we've built. Okay, we've watered it, we've nurtured it, we've watched it grow, we've tried to help it in stormy conditions, all that kind of stuff. And this is now reaping the benefits. It's like admiring the work we've done. It's like, look, we've done this. We've achieved this. Yes, baby. Star card. Divinely guided. Your North Star. Yeah? Your personal North Star. This is where it's supposed to be going. All you need to do, for the new boys and girls, all you need to do is to show up with your piece of the jigsaw puzzle. Okay? It may be a 20,000 piece jigsaw puzzle, whatever. And you've got one piece. All you need to do is just put down your piece and that's it. And have faith that everybody else is going to put down their piece as and when. Okay? That's it. That's all you need to do. And that's what this is here. Notice that the Hermit card in his lantern is always there with the lantern. The light of the lantern is the star. So we've reflected on it, and now here we are. We're now kind of following our intuition, our nudges, our downloads, whatever you want to call them. Beautiful stuff. Gorgeous stuff. One thing that I was reflecting last night, because from the conversation, like I said, we popped in onto the live stream. We're chatting away and all that kind of stuff with the chat there. And afterwards, because people were starting talking about, because we're on Starlink here, for the new boys and girls, we're totally off grid. Okay, all the lights here, the camera, the laptops, everything is powered by solar panels and a battery bank. We're living the dream, baby. Greta loves us, honestly. And so some people were like, so how is it different using Starlink with Daddy Elon Musk than a normal internet? And it's like, it's exactly the same. Ours is motorized and a few bits and bobs and stuff like that. And it's like, it goes, realigns with the satellites and all that kind of stuff. And it's got a heat in there machine. So if it recognizes that it's going to snow or detects snow, the right conditions, it heats up the surface. So it's always kind of connected. All that silly little things like that. It's very cleverly done. Because we got version 2, and I know version 3 has just been launched, and Starlink Mini as well, if you're interested. But we've got version 2, which has got the heat thing in it. And we finished chatting away and flirting and finished for the night. And I was just about heading towards bed last night, and I realised it's like, because I was thinking about satellites and things for some reason. I was just like potting around as you do, like tidying up in the kitchen and stuff, And then I was like, isn't it amazing? Isn't it amazing that Sky TV, you basically need to angle that satellite south and you would pretty much get all Sky satellites, right? That's simple as that. It's just you point it south roughly and you'll get one of their devices. Isn't it amazing that, you Starlink, basically, you just point it north, give or take, right? But basically, you point it north, and it's like, isn't it funny? Oh, isn't it funny that Starlink is technically our North Star? Oh, isn't that funny? And then it dawned on me, it's like, holy crap, Starlink is our North Star. that we're off the grid and doing the thing. It was like, when the penny dropped last night, I was like, I have no one to tell this to. That's why I'm telling you now. But it was just a revelation last night. It's like, crap, that's amazing. But yeah, so that's what we're talking about here. Following your North Star, your intuition, the point on your new horizon. That is what that is there. Temperance, bringing balance, following your purpose in a balanced way. So it's not about rah, 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 rah. Angry fist, rah, rah, rah. It's about purposeful. It's about stepping up to the plate, being purposeful. That's it. And because we're being purposeful, we don't have to have emotions in it. We don't have to have feelings and stuff. It's like, I'm just doing my purpose. I'm just doing what I'm divinely guided to do. That's all we need to do. That jigsaw piece like we were talking about. Ace of Wands, that aha moment, the light bulb moment again. New inspiration, new ideas, new ways of doing things. That's gorgeous. Then we've got the Page of Cups down here. This is flirting with ideas for me. It feels like flirting with possibilities, flirting with options. So even though we've got this grand aha moment down here individually, well then, okay, now plotting and planning, kind of like, okay, let's flirt with kind of, okay, I can't, as an example, can't go to the protest as an example for the farmers or whatever. You can't go to this because of issues or problems or whatever it may be, or commitment issues already. We can't do this and that. So what can I do? How can I? You see, it's that kind of thing. What can I do from my laptop, from my home, from my whatever, to contribute and help and support? The Magician again, putting the action, putting our money where our mouth is. Awesome. Notice again, divinely guided with temperance, following our purpose at this time, putting the action in, putting our resources in, and things are happening. Awesome. And Lovers, making that commitment. Making that commitment to the greater good, bunny flops. Yeah? It's like, this is what I'm called to do. And I'm, excuse me, and we're going to make partnerships with people that we may not partnership with normally, because what we want to do to get, is important together. And other things we may disagree with, which is totally fine. Opinions matter. Yeah. Opinions are like arseholes. Everyone's got one, right? But as long as we're respectful with each other, that's fine. And that's what's been beautiful over the last couple of days of doing the live streams and stuff. Is everybody in that chat has been respectful, even though some people have been on opposing sides. It's all been respectful because we're all clubbing together for these issues, and that's what matters. Yeah. So it's that kind of energy I'm getting there, where it's focusing on kind of the right reasons, bunny flops. Yeah, the right things. Hermit again. So we've got success up here, it feels like, especially with Hawk Lady, right? Flirting with ideas, putting the action in, making the commitments that we need to do to actually make sure that the snowball keeps running, or the domino effect, or whatever you want to call it. Hermit, okay. Reviewing the situation. How's this going? What maybe changes and nudges do we need to change? How can we apply our thoughts here into our everyday life? Like voting with our money, for example. I don't agree necessarily with that store or that online business or whatever it may be. And then it's like, okay, I'm gonna find alternative ways of doing things. I'm gonna find, it may take a little time to set up, but it's that kind of energy that I'm getting down here, kind of the domino effect. End of a cycle, 10 of Swords. This came out last night for the London reading. End of a cycle, end of this constant barrage of BS, this constant, like, you're the problem, we'll label you, we'll do this, we'll bully you, we'll this, that, and the other to submission, sit down and shut up. It's over. These swords, all these, are being pulled out of your back. The sun is rising because we see it now. We're not ashamed anymore. And I will say this again, and I'm going to keep repeating it. It is because this can, this sort of readjustment could turn difficult. Could. because the pendulum swings. You know, if it snaps back, we don't want to end up back into the 1950s and stuff, right? Where, you know, the equal opportunities in the sense of your sexual orientation, your skin color, your religion, whatever it may be. We don't want to snap back. And what I've noticed, which is so kind of warm, like chest inspiring, like proud, is that no one is kind of throwing anybody else under the bus like that. Everyone is welcome. Everyone is equal, how it should be. And it's against people. Does that make sense? It's like there is no infighting anymore. Yeah, okay. It's what you bring to the table that matters. Yeah, does that make sense? So it's like, because it could go one of two ways, and that's why I keep, if you're new here, I keep saying it's like we've got to be careful that the amazing strides forward that we have had, we don't erode, but instead we take that and cherish it, that everyone is equal. Everyone is equal. And it's against the manipulation of everything else. Does that make sense? I hope so. And the last card here is a different perspective. Hanged Man. Going from it. This is the last card that came out last night. But the if you haven't watched it already, with the London, the CCTV of the London, which all the webcams and stuff are still off, what I could gather this morning. They're hiding something. I have to be careful because I do know what they're hiding. So we'll put a timeline up on I think Newswiki channel. It's a video that I'm hoping. There's so many videos. It's just catching up, and then everything should breathe and chill after that. But the Hangman here is that new perspective. What we just were talking about. Now we've taken these swords out. The sun is rising. Everyone is equal. So it's a new way forward, a new understanding. We're not frog marched over here. We're now going to go over here together, equals. Yeah. Overarching energy, taking the leap of faith with the Fool card. Exactly. Unburdening ourselves. This new way forward. Underlying energy, 9 of Swords. There is a little bit of into the unknown. I ain't singing it. Mainly for copyright reasons, because it would be so good. Shut up. It would be brilliant. Shift into the unknown. It's like, there you go. It's just like Disney are now copyright claiming this monstrosity now, thanks to you. Having to prove myself. But this is the worries of, is this going to be the right thing? Is this the right, into the unknown? Right. So, which is okay, which is understandable. Focus on the positive here. Focus on the yumminess. Follow your intuition and you can't go wrong. Follow your purpose and you can't go wrong. As long as you put your money where your mouth is, your action, towards where you've been divinely guided, you can't go wrong, okay? We just got to have faith or trust. Exactly the same word, just spelled a different way. He convinces himself. But yeah. No, I'm not going to have an encore. Shut up. So there's some people that say, oh, go on, do it again. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not singing anymore. Shut up. So let's have a look here with Truth, Knowledge and Wisdom with the Cartoon Clarity deck. And then we can all get the hell out of here. All right. But thank you sincerely to everybody's understanding over the last couple of days. And respect and support and all that kind of jazz. Like I said, I only started it out on Sunday with the live streams and things, completely unexpectedly to it turned into kind of like a community center, and that's why it was so imperative to keep bringing it back online. Yeah, so it's but it took up all the technology and things that I've got accessible here. All right, but now we fixed it. So it's now running by itself independently. And now I've got this space and I've got the technology here on this laptop to be able to actually do these videos. So that was the hang up. But we're back, baby. We're back. Daydream. This is what I'm on about. Reflecting on where do we want to commit? Where do we want to go? A better, optimistic outlook instead of this doom and gloom and everything is bad and it's getting worse no matter what action they put in. Interesting that. It's always interesting that the people that cause the issue are always there ready to give you the answer to that issue they've just caused. It's amazing that, isn't it? Family, focusing this, we always keep getting this, the care, the love, the affection to equal opportunities. Everybody else, we're all equal. It's that kind of, it's either this card or the care card, isn't it? So it's lovely to see that that's coming up, is that we're all in this together and we can support each other. Investment. This feels like investing into what we truly want, what we truly desire here with the Hermit card. Now, for some, that will be a career, 9 to 5. But some genuinely want to go back to more of a traditional way of doing things. Not like I said, like everyone's equal. We're not talking about kind of Victorian era. But more of a sense that some people do have the calling to want to be a mum and want to do that full time. That's what we're talking. We're investing in that world that we want to build again. You know, some lads may want to actually build their own career or do their own business and that kind of stuff. That's what we're talking about here. Starting a family and trying to do it in that way. Being a bit more independent instead of like going out to work. Do you see what I'm saying? It's that kind of, what do we truly want to plant that seed of opportunity for each individual of like people, and also more of a community as well. That's what we're getting here, and reaping the wealth from it. And then we've got the illness card. This here is seeing it from the different point of view. This is seeing the illness of the infrastructure we have, the illness, the weakness, the mind disease, whatever you want to call it, right? That's what we're seeing here. Seeing it from a different place, calling it out for what we're seeing. Overarching energy. I'd hate to say, I told you so. I'd hate to say it. So I'm not. But it just keeps coming up, these two cards, frequently. Okay? Taking care of each other, our community, building our community again, instead of divide and divided again, we're all clubbing back together, building those bridges, taking care of ourselves, which is the family. It feels more about the community. And then this is in the house, yeah? Taking care of ourselves and taking care of the community and taking care of, so we're not alone anymore. Yeah, we never have been alone. It's just been this manipulation, that thinking that you are. That's the thing. So this illness card down here is very much calling out the true causes of this issue. Yeah, looking at their sickness, their and that kind of stuff, their coldness, their weakness, their this kind of horrid disease that they've been kind of manipulating, calling it out and wanting a different way. And that's beautiful. Underlying energy, triumph. Oh, yeah. Triumph. Oh, yeah. So, it's looking good. Petition is looking good. Keep going. Once again, there's a link to NewsWiki channel. I'm going to, over there, that kind of stuff, malarkey and all that. I am not going to promote the shop. I'm not, because there's a bit of a backlog and I need to catch up on them. All right. So until next time, where we do these crazy shenanigans all over again, please subscribe and like and share as well here, and comment down below your thoughts of the reading and future suggestion for future readings down below as well. But until next time, where we do this crazy shenanigans all over again, take care. Look after yourself. Be well. And thank you for your company. I'll speak to you soon. See you later. Ta-ra.